It occurred to me the other day that I did not properly discuss the ignition system on this bike in the original build series videos. So this is a 1997 Electric Glide. It originally came with an Evolution engine. The Evolution engine would have had an ignition under this cover. This is a twin cam, so instead of running off a pickup for the cam under here, this runs off of a crank sensor, which the ignition system is controlled by the crank sensor, not the cam sensor. So this is the original ignition module that was on the bike from the factory, and it would have run the twin cam, it will not run a twin cam, sorry. It would have run the Evolution engine that came on this bike based on the cam signal. And the twin cam is run off of a crank signal. So in order to make this engine run in this chassis, I need something to control the ignition system. And that's this guy right here. This is an aftermarket standalone ignition system that'll run a twin cam. So all this needs is the crank sensor signal from the engine. So I made a connector and plugged into the crank sensor with this, and then this pink wire originally came from the kill switch. The kill switch, and powered 12 volts to this ignition module, and I just ran that into the red power wire on my aftermarket ignition system. So all it needs is that crank signal and 12 volts, and it runs the ignition on this. It sends the signal to the ignition coil and tells it when to fire. So without some sort of aftermarket standalone ignition, you can't really put a twin cam in an older chassis. But all you really need is an aftermarket ignition system. This one happens to be a Thunderheart, and there are some settings on this that you can play with. So depending on where you set that little dial, you can change the rev limiter and the ignition advance curve. And then there's a little plug here that you can plug in, and you can plug this into a computer and put your own custom red line and advance curve into it if you want to. And it comes with the cables and a CD-ROM to do that, so you can plug it into a computer and do all that. But I'm just using one of the stock advance curves and rev limiter on it. And it's been working great for about a year now, and I've had no issues with it. So, yeah, there's that. I just wanted to show that because I tried to show it in the original videos of the build series, but somehow or other it got edited out. Just either I filmed it poorly and didn't include it, or I was tired and did a poor job of editing, or whatever. But there you have it. There's why I can make this engine run in this chassis. That's it for now. That's all I wanted to talk about in this one. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.